In this video, I'm going to discuss about the free radical substitution reactions. In my previous videos, I've already discussed about the electrophilic substitution reactions and the nucleophilic substitution reactions, SN1 and SN2. Now, let's see about what are these free radical substitution reactions are. So, a substitution reactions is a reaction in which one substituent is replaced by another. So, a free radical substitution reaction is a reaction in which a free radical substitutes or replaces another free radical from a substrate. So now look at the example of this chlorination of methane. When the chlorination of methane takes place in the presence of heat or light at high temperature or in the presence of UV light, it results in the formation of chloromethane and hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. Here, the chlorine free radical substitutes the hydrogen free radical in the substrate. So the name free radical substitution reaction. Let's look at the mechanism in detail about this free radical substitution reactions. So this occurs at very high temperature or in the presence of UV light. When the mixture is irradiated with UV light, the reaction occurs, and here only small amount of photons is needed. So it involves three steps. The first one is the chain initiation, second one is chain propagation, and third one is the chain termination. So the mechanism involves these three steps. Let's see this mechanism in detail now. So the first one is the chain initiation reaction, where when this in the first step, that is the initiation step, is the generation of the free radicals. The free radical are generated in this first step, and when this chlorine molecule is, when these substrates are subjected to the very high temperature or in the presence of UV light, that is 520 to 670 Kelvin, this undergoes homolytic fission. That is this indicated by this fish-hooked arrow here, resulting in the formation of two free radicals here, two Cl free radicals. And since this is initiating the reaction, so the name chain initiation is given to this. Since the reaction is initiated by this step, so this is a chain initiating step, and this is an endothermic reaction because it's involving the bond breakage and it is absorbing the energy here, and only a small number of photons is necessary or converts the reactants into products almost completely. So this is an endothermic reaction and the chain initiating step. And now in the step 2 is a chain propagation step, where the free radical which is produced in the first step now reacts with the methane molecule here, resulting in the formation of methyl free radical in HCl. The Cl free radical will take away this hydrogen free radical from this, resulting in the formation of this methyl free radical. And as we know, these free radical are very highly reactive and very unstable. So it will react with further with one more molecule of chlorine here, resulting in the formation of methyl chloride and the chlorine free radical. Now this chlorine free radical, which is produced in the step 2, will again go and attack this another molecule of methane. So the steps, here the steps 2A, and let's name them as 2A and 2B for our convenience. So this 2A and 2B takes place in a cyclic manner, one after the another. 2A and 2B now steps will take place one after the another in the cyclic manner. So the name chain propagation. This is propagating the reaction, and the Cl free radical which is produced here in the second step will again go and attack the methane molecule, resulting in the conversion of the whole of the reactants into the products here. So the name chain propagation. So this occurs in a cyclic manner, and repeatedly this occurs thousands of times till the whole of the reactants is converted into the product. So this chlorine atom here abstracts a hydrogen atom from the methane molecule to produce the methyl free radical. Now this methyl free radical is highly reactive, very unstable, so reacts with one more molecule of chlorine and results in the formation of the chloromethane. So the steps here 2A and 2B are repeatedly occurring and resulting in the formation of the product here, and the Cl free radical is produced, which will again go and attack the methane molecule. So this one is a chain initiating step, and the second one chain initiating step because it's generating the free radicals here, and the second step is a chain propagation step resulting in the formation of the product here. So let's see the third step. Yeah, now the second step where the Cl free radical which is produced may attack the methane molecule, resulting in the formation of methyl free radical and HCl, and this further reacts with one more molecule of chlorine, resulting in the formation of methyl chloride. This we have already seen. But the chlorine free radical which is produced here might react with this methane molecule or may react with this methyl chloride here, abstract one more hydrogen atom from this, resulting in the formation of CH2Cl free radical here. So this CH2Cl free radical now reacts with one more molecule of chlorine, resulting in the formation of dichloromethane, CH2Cl, and this might go on resulting in the formation of two more products here, that is CHCl3, which is nothing but a chloroform, or CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride. So there are some more products which are formed other than the methyl chloride here, that is CH2Cl, CHCl3, that's chloroform, and carbon tetrachloride. There are four products which can be expected here. So the chlorine free radical which is formed here might not only react with the methane molecule but also with the methyl chloride, resulting in the formation of other products. So the mixture of the products is formed in this reaction. And so how this reaction is going to stop? By means of this chain termination step. In this chain termination step, the chlorine free radical which is produced in the second step might react with another free radical, resulting in the formation of neutral molecule, that is Cl2, or this might react with the methyl free radical, resulting in the formation of methyl chloride. This is one of the products. And this methyl free radical might react with one more methyl free radical, resulting in the formation of ethane. So along with methyl chloride, some more products are also formed, that is dichloromethane, trichloromethane, that is chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, or ethane is also formed. So the mixture of products is formed here other than methyl chloride here. So this is a chain termination step which ends the reaction, and all these three steps are called as, resulting in the formation of a neutral molecules, are called as the chain termination step, as a reaction is terminated here.